welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Louise. This is my haul channel and I'm just going to put this out here right now. I do have fibro and the brain fog is strong today. This is like cut number 4. I haven't even got past the intro yet, so this may be a long one. Hopefully not, hopefully we're over it now. So I do have a second channel, just so you are aware if you are new here. There will be a link in the description box down below if you're interested in that. That's everything except the hauls. All the hauls are going to be here. So this is Saturday at 5 o'clock you're watching this. It's actually Thursday at 4:19 for me. I shop on a Thursday morning. I go straight from work and I take my 4-wheel trolley, and because of the fibro I can't always get it done. That's why I do it on a Thursday now, so I have a bit of time to get it up for the Saturday. But we've had a rest, we're getting it done. So £60 budget is what I work on. That's for me and my adult son. I will mention, just because there was a comment last week, he does pay his way. He puts towards all the shopping. We're equal in this household. I think somebody thought that I shop for him. I do the shopping. That's my job because I like the control of it and he eats what I give him. So I just wanted to put it out there just so you understand that he pays his way. It's a 50-50 thing in this house. We both work, so we both pay it. Yeah, I'm always going to mention it. If comments come back, I just assume you know it, you know. I know, makes no sense. So, £60 budget. I spent £56.16 this week. This is all bits just to top up with what we've already got in the cupboards. We didn't need as much like salad this week because we didn't really eat so much salad, as I mentioned before. It seems to be like one week we're on a lot of vegetables, next week we're on a lot of salad. It's not like I have to buy both and I don't know which one we're going to be eating, so we didn't eat as much salad this week. So I'm still good for like cucumber and tomatoes and stuff like that, so obviously I'm not going to buy that type of thing. I'm going to give you prices as we go along. I will mention it now just because it has been added up before and the total will be different. There will be what do they call it, multi-buy deals in here. I'll tell you about them as we get in there. There's also 3 things that are missing from the shop, and that is 3 items I always buy for food bank. Always different items, it just depends on where I'm in the shop. I'm still trying to get used to Asda. I don't know if anybody else's Asda has been like completely moved around and it's really disorientated me. I mean, it's been going on for a while now. They sort of settled down, they're not moving much now, but it makes no sense, so I literally have to go up and down every single aisle. So yeah, I mean, it's always been a thing. The 3 items for donation are just different and there's no reason for 3 items. So this week I put in a jar of hot dogs, tin of spaghetti and a tin of rice pudding. So that's not going to be here because I have to put it in the shop. I always say that as well, because there's a donation basket in the shop. If I bring it home just to show you what I did pick up, it's going to sit in the hallway for ages because it's one of those things, you know, oh, I'll remember that on my way out, and you always forget it. And remember halfway to the town, so I don't do that anymore. I just donate it straight as I'm coming out. So that's not here. 56.16 is what we spent. What else? Oh, so it was a weird, I say that a lot. I say a lot of these things like randomly, a lot like repeated. This one, it was different. So I always shop with Scan and Go. I love the Scan and Go because a lot of things on the shelf don't necessarily come up at the till at the same price, and by that point I'm done with it type thing. So my Scan and Go wasn't working. I didn't realise this. So I'd done all me fresh bit, I'd done all the meat bit. Now I'm on the cheese, and I looked at, it's Philadelphia, you'll see it there in a minute, and there was one that was like £1.25. It was good price off. Scanned it, put it in my basket, kept looking because I was looking at a few different cheeses, and then realised they had one that was like double the size for £2, so 75p for, yes, 75p more, but for like, I think it was double the weight, so yes please, I'll have that. So I took the other one out, found it on this Scan and Go, and usually you just click it and then it'll ask you if you want to delete it or whatever, and you just click yes. But I clicked it, nothing happened. So I thought, okay, sometimes that happens. So if you scan something else, you've got something above it, click it again. I know, long description. I'm always, I over explain everything. Yeah, you scan something else on it and then go back and it'll work, but it didn't. So I thought, okay, that's fine. I'll put the other one back, keep the one that I want, and then I'll just explain it when we get to the till. Anyway, there was a few more bits. There was a few bits that like I again, I'd found some chicken burgers, I think it was a good deal, so I purchased like put that on the Scan and Go. Went down a different aisle and I found some different chicken things that were a better price. Tried to take it off again, it wouldn't come off, so I thought, okay, well, we'll put that to the side. And then there was one of those multi-buy deals that didn't go through on a multi-buy deal, so went to the I thought, okay, that's enough now, because there's like 3 or 4 things. I'm gonna forget all these things, and then I'm gonna end up like paying something that I haven't got, or getting something that I haven't paid for, or something like that. So I went over to the scanning bit, had to wait a bit because they were quite busy. They're always quite busy there anyway, it's not a big deal. I explained it to her, so I said, I don't know, should I scan it or not scan it? Do you want to do it now? Or she said, no, scan it. Scanned it, wouldn't scan through. So she said, oh, really sorry, you're gonna have to scan it all through again. So I had to go to a till and scan the whole lot through. It worked out okay. She dealt with everything that I needed dealing with, and she was really nice and stuff. I mean, she did, I'll explain as I get to it, she did put something through for me that should have been there but didn't go through. Anyway, wow, 6 minutes. So yeah, so the Scan and Go didn't work, but at that point I probably would have picked up a couple more bits. Nothing that I needed, nothing that was on my list, but I probably would have carried on. But I was done. It just cut the shop short. I feel like there's things I should have got, but you know, because I was just done. So, and I can't think of it. So clearly it wasn't a thing. Don't know why I'm over explaining this point. You don't care. You just want to see what I bought. So let's get on with the haul. I have my receipt, because as you know, prices are up and down and I can't always remember them. So I did pick up romaine. Didn't realise, because I chopped this up actually, strangely enough. I chopped a whole one up for us to use. I just put it in a bowl. Didn't realise, I thought I chopped up last week's one. Turns out I didn't. So we have 4 of them now. So I guess we're gonna have to have salads this week. We've been buying romaine recently just because it's better than the iceberg. It's just got a nice good crunchy texture to it, and then it's got the leafy bit at the top, and it's just really, it works for us really well. This isn't a great one. They're all pretty much like this, but it's only like little bits of the leaves that you have to cut off. It's only brown anyway. It's not like bad, so that's not a big deal. 79p still, down from £1.15, which is really good. Oh, the potatoes. So I did look through. I wanted to get bacon potato size ones. The bacon potato size ones, they had like a couple that were good, decent size, and then the rest were like, I kid you not, like that. They're like new potato sizes. Very, very strange. Never seen that before with them. So I wasn't going to pay extra for it. Now, wanted baked potatoes because I actually used the Active Fry for baked potatoes my first time ever, and oh wow, they taste so good. They were so fluffy. The skin went beautiful, and 7 minutes. Normally in the oven 20-25 minutes, 7 minutes. So yeah, really into baked potatoes because of that. So I just bought the normal ones because there's a few decent sized ones, and it doesn't really matter. I can just cook smaller ones. It's not a big deal. We'll just have like 3 or 4 small ones, which would equal a large one. You know, there was no point in paying £1.70 instead of £1.25, which is what this one was, if the potatoes were rubbish in there, and they were rubbish in there. So it was a little bit disappointing. They were being advertised as baking potatoes. They clearly were not. But they're both 2.5 kilograms, so I just saved a few pennies doing it that way. I've got some peppers. I haven't bought peppers for a while, and I think I'm going to do something like maybe a slow cooker Mexican rice dish. I've seen some recipes. I really want to try and start cooking a bit better. I haven't really been on the ball recently. You'll have to see on the other channel. It'll come in a while. I'm behind, like massively behind. I will explain everything, but yeah, I've just not really been on the ball. But I've been looking at a lot of recipes. I'm really into pasta as well, which is quite weird for me because I'm not usually a pasta fan, but I think I said that before, so clearly I'm a pasta fan now. So yeah, I picked up the slightly more expensive ones. You can get 3 peppers, £1.25, I believe, but they always have a green one in. Not a fan of the green ones at all, and they're smaller as well. So I paid £1.65 for these. I do think it's worth it because they are larger as well, and I just prefer these ones. It's a shame sometimes they do orange ones in them. I do like the orange ones, but they didn't have any in orange, so that's fine. Now I did buy these. If you've been here a while, you know I used to buy the brown onions, and then I went to the red onions. I do prefer the red ones, but they're really not doing so well. I don't know what's going on with them, if it's maybe like the wrong time of year. I don't know for onions, but they like going mouldy really quick. Like I bought those ones last week. cut some up yesterday, day before yesterday, and they were bad, like within the skin, not on the outside, in the skins, and a lot of them were coming up like that, and my other lot went off quite quick as well. So I've gone back to brown ones for now. They're the same price, they're both a kilogram size bags, and they're both 95p. So I do prefer the red ones, but the brown ones will do for now. Again, this will go for Mexican, and we really are enjoying putting these in the oven, just cooking them as is in the oven. They just sweeten up and go so nice, lovely. And carrots, now carrots, what did I buy them for? My mind's gone blank on what I bought these for. Oh, I'd hope I remember what they're for. Anyway, it's a 500 gram packet for 35p. Not sure what yet. Oh, I am going to do a bolognese as well, like a big bolognese sauce, because I don't like mince. So I'm going to do the big pot of sauce. Maybe that's what it was for. And then mixing some like mince for Corey, and then I'll have some. I've got some fake mince. I don't know, can't think what you call it. Meatless mince. I've got some of that in the freezer, so I'll use that. I got this one, which I haven't seen this one. This is like their essentials range. We haven't had it in our store for quite a while. £2.79 for 500 grams, which is pretty decent. I'm actually going to try and meatball them. My mind's reeling now. I'm just thinking like I could mix vegetables in with the meatballs and stuff, maybe. Yeah. I'm really hungry, I think. Got some mushrooms, that's for the bolognese. See, I did have a reason for that. It's the bolognese. 70p for this packet. Got lots of cheeses. We had a lot of this week. I did grate it, which does help. £2.79 for 400 grams. And I always just get the small one now. I probably could have done with the bigger one, but it's so ridiculously expensive, and this is still the cheaper way to go with it at the moment in my store, in my Asda. I know that there's sometimes deals in other stores, but I just can't get to them because I don't drive, so I just have to work with what I've got. You know, occasionally I'll go to other stores and I'll bulk buy if I do see any. I got the 16 triangles, Dairy. They're just, we just really enjoy them, and I was getting low. £2 for these at the moment, so they're on a good deal. This is the Philadelphia that was the pain in the backside. So yeah, £2 for this tub. I'm thinking of putting it in some pasta sauces. I'm going to try some pasta sauces. I mean, I mention this a lot, and you've heard this a lot. I have all these ideas of all these meal ideas, and this is why I buy around the meal ideas. 9 times out of 10, I don't make half of them, so then they'll get used anyway. Philadelphia is just really nice. It's not something I buy that often, but I've seen a lot of recipes where you do put them in sauces, so yeah, I just picked it up for that reason. I got a butter. I'm going to have popcorn with Scott this weekend. I don't know if he knows it, but he will be eating it. He will never turn down buttered popcorn. £1.89. I wanted to get some cheap sausages. I actually did see these in the reduced section during the week, and I wish I'd picked them up now because I've seen them for like 80p. They're £1.50. It's the cheapest ones you can get. I don't know if you saw me. I think I put it on Instagram. The picture of the biscuits and sausage, no, biscuits and gravy it's called, because Scott being American, biscuits and gravy is his thing. It's not biscuits, they're actually more like a scone than a biscuit, but that's what they call them in America, and you only need cheap sausages for it, so that's why I picked up these. If I do see them reduced, I'm going to bulk buy, I think, in them. But I was also thinking of a few recipes where like you would need sausage meat. And sausage meat is ridiculously expensive. This works out way cheap. If you look at the weights, I'll just take the skin off it and just mush it up. It'll work exactly the same. I don't know why I've never thought of that before. So yeah, £1.50 for those. I got the usual 4 pints of semi-skimmed milk. That just seems to just about do us at the moment, and that is £1.45. Corey wanted some more coleslaw. Really enjoy this one. This is the cheap cheerful one, but it is actually really nice, and it's only 50p. I was thinking of garlic bread. Haven't bought any for quite a while. Like I said, bolognese, you know, you usually have a bit of garlic bread with that, don't you? And I know Corey likes these ones. I didn't realise for a long time that he did, but he'd mentioned it a while ago, and it's just stuck in my mind because I didn't think he liked it. I was going to go to the freezer section. They have 2 packs for £1, and I just randomly came past this when I was looking for the coleslaw. I saw this. Now this is in the fresh section. It's 37p for 1. So clearly I'm saving a lot of money, and yes, you can freeze them. It says it on the packet as well, and I've just realised I've got some massively different dates on there. 24th of September, 2nd of October. How random. Yeah, so yeah, I can freeze these, and I'll be saving, what was it? What did I just say it was? 37, so 74p that cost, whereas it would have cost £1. So yeah, saving. That's another saving. This was not on my list. As you can see, I don't really buy bread anymore. I was going to buy bread actually today, but I looked down the aisle for so long I got fed up looking. I just don't know what bread I wanted anymore, so we just went with normal. Now, I was going to jump. Let's not jump. Let's stick to it, otherwise we're going to get confused. I've just picked these ones up because they were in the reduced section. 44p from £1.10. Got to. This is what my freezer is full up with, all these random things. And I did have a lot of random muffins, but I've eaten them. Every time I see these in a reduced section, I pick them up. They weren't reduced. It's a shame, because if they were, I would have picked up a few packets of them, because I knew I was out, because I've had a couple of them this week. 85p, begrudge paying it, because I know they're in the reduced section so often. But I also know that I'm really enjoying muffins with like fake meat burgers and stuff at the moment. So, yeah. And this is what I actually had for breakfast this morning when I got back from shopping. There should be 5 in there. I had a fake meat burger in a bagel instead. Now these are the red onion and chive. £1.25. They're on a deal at the moment. That's like ridiculously cheap for them, because they're just always expensive. Always are. Corey actually had some of this the other day. Can't remember when now. I always have them in the freezer. I say always, I don't now. I should have bought 2 packs. Yeah. And he's always like overly ecstatic about the taste and how much he's enjoyed them and how surprised he is. So it's the red onion chive. Really, really recommend it. The flavours in this are just amazing. If you've not tried them and you like bagels, I'm sure you would like these. I'm sure of it. They're just so good. And they will sit in the freezer, the same as most of the bread things. I just get them out individually, so they last ages. Now I've got different eggs this week. They didn't have the normal ones I get. The only ones they had were the large, and they were like £1.70 or £1.80, something like that. These are £1.40 for 6, and they are oh, you're joking. It says they're from Caged Hens. I didn't know that. I would never have bought them if they were from Caged Hens. I didn't know that. That's why they were cheaper. Don't know why. I thought these were the... Okay, well, it's too late now. I've done it. I won't be buying these again, but they will be used this week because I bought them. Oh, I'm disappointed in myself now. Okay, fizzy. Cherry cola, 2 bottles for Corey. Just, he loves his fizzy. 65p each. If you've not tried the cherry cola in the Asda brand, this is actually a very nice one. I bought peach juice, out of juice completely, and Scott's coming down. I know he likes peach juice, and I would always avoid it because I didn't really like it, but I think I mentioned last week my taste buds have changed again because I actually really enjoyed it when we bought it on holiday. Yeah, enjoyed it a lot, so my taste buds have changed, so I thought, you know, let's get that. Have something different. I've been on cherries and berries for the past few weeks. It'd be nice to change things up. £1.25 for that. I think it's because it's the fruit and barley, but there wasn't a peach in the usual, like the usual Asda brand. It was only the fruit and barley one, if you know what I mean. I don't even know if that made any sense whatsoever. Shreddies I bought for Corey again. I bought the honey one, was it last week or the week before? I can't remember. And the frosted one the week before. He's disappointed in both. Absolutely not a fan at all. So he asked for the plain ones. He said he'll just add a bit of sugar because whatever it was he was after in the other ones, it didn't do the job. Now I'm looking at the oh, I think it was £2. I remember now because it didn't have a price, and I knew the scan and go was messing up, so I didn't want to scan it, but it came through better than I thought. So yeah, that was £2 for that one. Let's go here. Mug shots. You know Corey likes his mug shots. He adds it to his meals. We were nearly out. Now these are the favourite. So they're 79p for 1, or you can get 5 for £3. So I got 1 roast chicken, 1 tomato and 2 tomato and herb, and 2 mac and cheese ones. I got some pasta because we've had pasta a couple of times this week. 41p for these ones, and they're just really nice. They just do the job, so we go with those ones. The Essential range tuna chunks, I've mentioned these, I'm going to say it again like I say it every other time. These are 59p at the moment, so they've actually gone down 6p, which is really good. And I've been buying this brand for years. I've only ever once had a bone and never had any scales, and the chunks are good in them, so I would highly recommend those. I got some tomatoes. I couldn't think what they were then. Tin tomatoes. I think these are 35p, but I've got to double check. Now, where would they be on the list? Tomatoes, 55p. Completely wrong. 55p for these. These are not the cheap ones. Now, the cheap ones are very, very watery. These have got really nice, thick consistency, and I got them to go with the bolognese. 55p, yep, just said that. Spaghetti loops, 19p. These are the cheap, cheerful, but they're really, really good. I thoroughly enjoy them. Downgraded my spaghetti loops a little while ago because they didn't have the one. I used to get the more expensive one. They didn't have it in for a long time, so I thought, oh, I'll just give them a go. I didn't like them before, but I'm a huge fan. They're really nice. If you've not tried them, 19p as well. Bargain. I got another tin of the hot dogs. Brain's going dead. I've got them last week, if you remember, 50p for these, and they've got little Santas printed on them. Now, I had seen last week they had the Halloween ones, which were full price, and I thought that was just really strange, but they're now 50p as well, so you can get Halloween ones with, I don't know what, whether it's a pumpkin or a ghost. There was something printed on it. I didn't pay enough attention, but they were 50p as well, just in case, you know, you wanted something Halloweeny for your kids. Peppercorn sauce, 55p for this. This is what we use with the sausages to do the biscuits and gravy. Really, really good. I'd never tried peppercorn sauce in my life, and Scott suggested trying it, and I am a huge, huge fan of this. It's really, really nice. I got some garlic salt just because I'm running out. Been using a lot of garlic salt recently. 80p for that one. Just a random, don't know why, just picked them up. £1.50 for 4 milk, dairy milk caramel chocolate bars. Crisps, now I got the usual, we always have these, £3.35 for 24 packs. There's 6 ready salted, 6 salt and vinegar, 6 cheese and onion, and 6 prawn cocktail. And I'd mentioned before, I have had a bag this morning. I had it with my bagel for breakfast. Well, it's my brunch. I guess I don't really have breakfast. These are 85p. You get 2 ready salted, 2 salt and vinegar, and 2 cheese and onion. I think these are better than those. These have got a slightly like lighter texture to them, but I think the flavour is massively better than those. Corey doesn't agree. Corey prefers those. So it is definitely a matter of your own tastes, but I got those for myself. Talc. I'm a talc fan. I use it all the time. I can't go a day without this stuff. I just can't. I love it. £2.33, I believe. Let me just double check. I got this early in my shop. Oh no, because I had to rescan everything, didn't I? So it's not going to be in order. £2.33 for that one. I am not, you know, I love talc. It doesn't have to be Johnson's, but I haven't seen any other brands recently. Like, you used to be able to get like an Asda Zone or something, and I don't know if they've just stopped doing it, but I couldn't go without it, so it doesn't really matter what price it is, I'm going to pay it. I wanted to get some just some random bits to go in the freezer for Corey, because he hasn't got really many freezer, like, not freezer meals, like things to make meals with. This really isn't enough. Like I said, I was done at that point anyway. This is what I'd found after I bought the chicken breast. There were chicken breast burgers that I used to buy. There were £3.50 for 4 of them, which is a good deal because usually it's 2 for £2. So I'd scanned that, and then I found these, and they're like half price. £2, some strange number. £2. Where are we? £2.83, half price. So you get 6 southern fried like chicken and breadcrumbs, and then there's 6 sweet and sticky barbecue chicken char grills. That's a really, really good price. Half price. I feel like I should have got more, but yeah, maybe next week if they've got them. That's a huge price. I mean, if you think I was going to pay £3.50 just for 4, I've got 6 for £2.80, whatever I just said it was, 3. And then this was the last one. I knew I needed some corn products. I haven't bought any for myself for a while and I'm completely out. Didn't get the ones that I wanted because the prices were just, I weren't happy to pay them. Now these were coming up. They had the little ticket saying 3 for £5. So I looked at all the 3 for £5 options and I went with these. And when they scanned through, they didn't scan through on the deal. Only one did. So I can't tell you which is which because it doesn't really tell you. It just says corn. So one was 264. Two of them were 264 and one was 265. It was saying it should have been on the £5 deal. Like I said, it didn't scan through like that, but the lady went and checked because I know how to, you know, I work in retail. I know how to check the little tickets. I knew that I was correct and she saw that I was correct, so she actually gave me them for £5. So these are going to be in the £5 deal. I think she said something like they put the tickets out before they changed it on the system. So there are a range of corn products that are 3 for £5. That's a massive saving as well. Like I said before, I am not a vegetarian, but I'm just struggling with meat right now. I go through phases and I enjoy corn products. I enjoy fake meat products, most of them anyway. And that's it. That is the end of our shop this week. So I hope you enjoyed this week's haul. I think I over-explained and over-talked today. I don't know. It felt like it's going to be a long one. Until I start editing, I won't know. It feels like this may be a long one. So if you did get, if I'm correct and you did get this far, well done you. I'm proud of you. I hope some of the prices have helped out or you just enjoyed listening to my rambling. You know, even if you just put me on in the background, it's fine. I'm okay with that. So yeah, England right now, I mean, the sun is out, I swear. As I was setting up, there was thunder and dark clouds. It started raining and I thought, oh great, you're gonna hear all that in the background, and now the sun's out. That's England for you. I don't know what the weather's gonna be right now when you're watching me. I hope it was nice. And yeah, I hope it was a lovely day for you, and I'm going to go now because I think I've talked myself out. So I am sending good vibes as I always do. I hope you're catching some, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.